Hello, Suffolk Hobbit, and it's been a little while, but I'm sure, as a lot of you guys know, Games Workshop did a made-to-order of a load of old miniatures that they stopped making for Lord of the Rings or Middle-earth strategy battle games. So, I thought I'd do a little showcase, is that the word to use, of the stuff that I've ordered, the stuff that I'm going to be painting up, making, and kind of an unboxing type thing as well. But it's just basically, I'm really excited to have all these things. I mentioned this video ages ago. I've had these for a couple of weeks now, I think, and I just want to sort of show you guys what I've got. I've based a few, most are still in the blisters and things, and yeah, my plan is to get these all done as soon as I can. I've got lots of projects. I've started making a model railway for my little girl, which is going reasonably well. Some issues, but it's doing pretty well. But that's taken up a lot of my time recently. But yeah, without further ado, we'll rock and roll with the miniatures. So, first things first is something I used to have. Again, it's one of those things where I threw them away. Wish I hadn't. And that is the Galadriel, Howdy's Elves Galadriel with the swords. I'm not keen on the plastic models whatsoever. Okay, I'm just going to say that right now. I mean, some of them look cool, but they're no, they can't touch the original elves with the swords and the two. They're just brilliant models. So I've got 6 already based up, and I've got another 6 in the blister packs ready to go. So I've got a unit of 12. Really pleased with that. I was going to get the Bowman, but again, budget. There's only so much I could justify spending. So I'm hoping to maybe get a few eBay buys. And eventually I will mix these guys in with some plastic elves, having said that, in the future. But I wanted a full set 12. I'd always wanted to set a nice set 12. So yeah, so that's these guys. Like I said, I've got to base the rest up. Another model which I wanted, and as soon as I saw it come out on this made to order release, like, you know, the Warhammer community thing, it's notoriously known for being a stupidly ridiculous price on eBay. I saw one sold for £600, £700. It went for a stupid amount of money. It was ridiculous, honestly ridiculous. That you can't justify it, and I feel so sorry for the people that spent that sort of money to buy this model. And that is Halbarad with the banner of Arwen Evenstar. I think you might be able to see that, maybe. Got my lovely wife assisting me tonight. And there he is. It's focusing. Maybe. I'm holding it still. There he is, Halbrad. He was £10 by himself. Bargain. Or £12? £10? £12? I'm starting to think now. No, he could have been £12. But anyway, hell of a lot cheaper than friggin' eBay, right? With stupid prices. It's ridiculous. It's a model, people. There's some people out there really trying to rip us off, and it's a shame. But yeah, I had to get him because I wanted him. It's one of those models where, again, you think this stuff's going to be around for ages, or I did. I thought, oh, I'd like that. I really would like that. But I want something else. Oh, I'll get him next time. And then he was discontinued. So, yeah, I'm pleased to have got him. I've got some cool ideas for him. I don't know whether I'm going to paint him in the grey company looking type thing, or go for more of the greens and the browns of the Rangers. We'll see. Maybe I should have bought 2, because then I could have had a grey one and a green one. We'll see. But yes, that's Halbrad, and I'm very pleased with him. And I do intend to get the other Halbrad that came back out December last year, when in the blister pack where he's also with Arathorn. That would be cool. I wanted to get more of these guys, and you can't see them too actually because the bases are sort of in the way of it. But I love these models. These are really nice models. And again, when these were released, I remember buying the White Dwarf, which had them being released in, like, you know, and the stuff that's out this month. And these couldn't have been out for very long, a couple of years at best, because I had a phase where I wasn't into this for a little while, and when I come back into it, they weren't there, and I thought it seemed strange they hadn't been out that long. But anyway, I've got one little blister pack of Grey Company Rangers North, the Grey Company. Don't know if you can see them too well because of the bases and things, but they're really cool miniatures. Really like them, lovely detail. Got the spears, you know, they're really cool. Again, with these guys, contemplating going for more of greens and browns rather than greys. I don't know. I might stick with the greys, but the plan is, I've got a couple of different ways of doing this. I'm going to sort of really think about this, but I'm thinking of getting some Dunedain and some normal Rangers of the North, doing some conversions and bits and bobs, and mixing these guys in with them, so there's a nice blend of models with all the same colours and stuff, with Halbrad with the banner, and just see how we do. I'm not entirely sure as yet, but again, I thought to share them with you, some lovely models. I was very pleased to get these guys. Random side note, actually, I treated myself to the horse is on the her. He's not had too much to drink, honestly. It's just I've white tacked this model together. He's not glued together hardly at all, apart from the wicker of the carriage. And yeah, I'm looking forward to painting him up. He was a buy. I've wanted to get him for ages. A cart, I should say, carriage cart. I've wanted him for ages, and again, I thought I've got to spare money. I want to get him. I've got him because I suddenly thought he's going to be one of these models where he's going to suddenly go out of production or something So I thought I've got to get him. Funnily enough, side note as well is I've seen loads of people say how bad this is. Finecast, I hate Finecast, don't get me wrong, but loads of people said how bad this model is. The Finecast is awful, the hat's awful, the detail's bad, and I thought, okay, I braced myself for it, when I bought this, because I wanted the model. I think it's a gorgeous model, it's a real characterful model. It's kind of even not a model you'd necessarily want to use in playing games with, because it's such a scenery looking piece, you can make a whole diorama of it. Anyway, going off on a tangent. But this particular Finecast that I got, the sculpt, the end product, I can't fault it. It's absolutely brilliant. There's nothing wrong with it. There's a few flash Finecast? A few flash bits. Some of the wheels needed a bit of poking out of the small blades just to, make them have the holes in. A few bits needed tidying up on Gandalf's face. He had like a massive hunk of resin just stuck on the end of his nose. I've just slided that off, no problem, and yeah, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. So fair enough. Whatever worker was at Games Workshop making this particular mould at the time, they did a fantastic job, and there's nothing wrong with it. So I'm sorry to hear that other people have had bad issues, but for me personally, this has come out well. So yeah, that's the next miniature to be painted up as well. He's not urgently needed to be painted model. I want to paint him, I really do, but now I've ordered my made-to-order stuff. That's this might take a bit of a backseat, but when he is done, I'm going to really spend some time on him. So, the final treat for myself, which I was very excited with this. I was over the moon with this. And a special thank you to Games Workshop, because when I ordered this and when this arrived, I was so excited. I'm going to Stacey, my wife, I'm going, look at this. And Debbie, my little girl, she's looking at it going, oh, look at, what's this, Daddy, what's this? And it suddenly occurred to us that we didn't have Frodo. Frodo had already been captured in the Breaking of the Fellowship. This is, by the way, so this is Breaking of the Fellowship. Awesome little box set of miniatures. But yeah, it was missing Frodo, which was quite funny. So a very special thank you to Games Workshop, because I emailed them a quite funny email saying maybe Frodo's wearing the One Ring and that's why I can't see him. Maybe the Nazgul captured him already. And the person that emailed back to me, possibly Steve, I'm not sure, can't think now, but he had a superb response. They got Frodo out to me within a few days. I'd got him, you can't fault. It's a really good, customer service, superb, thank you. But yeah, this is the Breaking of the Fellowship with Frodo, so let's have a look. And here he is. So there's Frodo. Kind of looks like he's doing a bit of a Gangnam style dance, to be quite honest, but it's cool nonetheless. Really good. I love these sculpts. I've poured over these sculpts a lot. I really have. Wonderful. We do the hobbits first. So the next up you've got is this. This is Pippin. So here's Pippin. He's sort of charging into the fray, obviously from that famous scene. He's helping Boromir as best he can with his little sword. Really nice little poses. He's got some lovely detail on him. Yeah, they're really good. Really, really good. And from my my perspective, you think when these models come out, so here's Mary and there's Sam, and Sam's, this particularly the Sam model miniature, I think they've really captured him really well when Sean Astin is running to save Frodo who's drowning. This pose to me looks exactly like that, just as he wades into the water. I think they've really captured it well. But going back to my original point, these models of the hobbits, they'd had the original Fellowship skull, and then they had the Attack on Weathertop Hobbit sculpts, and they may have had another sculpt as well, I'm not entirely sure. They definitely had two sculpts before these ones, and I'm guessing it's the Perry twins that did these, but they have like 2 or 3 goes of sculpting models, so when you get to these ones, We've got Gandalf. Now again, I'm not entirely sure if he was part of the breaking of the Fellowship box set as it was. I'm not entirely sure, or if it was actually, I think it was the ambush at Ammon Hen, was it? I believe, because this model Gandalf obviously comes from the Battle of Khazad-dûm when he was made with the Balrog, the original metal Balrog. So obviously, I think this has been redesigned very slightly to incorporate Gandalf at the beginning of the breaking of the Fellowship. But yeah, lovely model, brilliant pose, one of my favourite poses. I'm so pleased I haven't bought this Gandalf on eBay, because I was thinking about doing it separately, because obviously I'd have bought this with an extra Gandalf, so I'm pleased I haven't. And yeah, he's absolutely brilliant. He's got a sword, fantastic. Next up we've got Aragorn, and a nice pose of Aragorn. Really like this one, quite dynamic. He's looking to the left, he's got a sword, you know, it's really cool, really nice pose, really like it, really decent. Lovely detail on the back. Yeah, really nice. I'm looking forward to painting him up. It's going to be cool. A little bit of work needs to straighten some of the blades and the little bits and bobs on the models, but overall the moulds are pretty damn good. There you go. And as I'm a fan of metal models, I'll always sing their praises without a second glance, a second guess. You got Legolas. Personally, this isn't my favourite pose of Legolas, but still cool. He's captured the moment, throwing his blades, his elven daggers. He's got it on the back of his shoulders, getting ready to huzz that one across as well. And this one's sort of, you know, you imagine it's leaving sort of thing. Great model, great miniature, really cool. Yep, looking forward to painting him up. We got Gimli. This is a cool pose. I do like this. I love the dwarf models, any dwarf model of any range of miniatures, but the Gimlis are particularly awesome, in my opinion. But then I'm a dwarf lover, so who knows? But yeah, really cool. He's got his little throwing axe. Yeah, it's really cool. And it's cool. You got his ponytail hair just over the back of his hood there on his cloak. Yeah, it's cool. Really good. And then finally, one of my favourite characters, and definitely one of my favourite poses actually, is Boromir charging into the fray without his shield, heading towards his doom with a crooked sword. No wonder he lost the battle. He had a crooked sword. So yeah, I'm going to straighten that out. But a brilliant pose. He's got the horn there. It's just so good. Really cool. Lovely cloak detail. You know, his face is just really good. And it is literally a miniature Sean Bean. The likeness is absolutely incredible. I think the Boromir miniatures are some of the best miniatures of a actor's likeness. Absolutely out of this world and brilliant. So that is pretty much everything. There's a couple of other models I've got to paint up. I've got the Rivendell Elrond. I've got a old Bilbo Baggins. I'm sure there's something else somewhere. I've got another Theoden where he's holding his helmet and he's got his sword like that. I think part of the Defenders of Rohan box set, was it? I've managed to get him on eBay for a nice price, so that was cool. But yeah, that's my random little video I thought I'd share with you guys. I'm very pleased with these. This is a project that's obviously going to be coming up in the near future. We've got a few other showcases coming up and stuff. I know I've been a bit quiet as of late, but it's just the usual. It is just the usual stuff, guys. And I do appreciate that you take the time to watch my videos as and when I upload them, because I know I don't really have a dedicated time slot or anything. I do intend to, but it's just one of those things. But I would like to say, I meant to do a video about this a few weeks back when I first noticed I'd hit it, because I'm over the moon. A lot of people might not think it's much, but I think it's absolutely brilliant and I really appreciate it. I've got over 100 subscribers. 100 subscribers. I think that is absolutely so cool. Wow, I love it. I think last time I checked, I've actually got 107 now, which is brilliant. I'm very humbled by it. I know a lot of people might think it's a lot, but I think it's brilliant for the fact that 107 people, for the most part, if they do watch these videos or not, for the most part, sit there and listen to me waffle on about this stuff. It's really cool and it's really fun and I do appreciate it. So thank you very much, guys. And I'll do my absolute utmost as best I can to get more content to you when I can, basically, as best I can. So thank you. I'll enjoy painting these models. Hopefully you guys caught on, that you out there that are Lord of the Ring fans. I hope you ordered these models when you can, or when you could have done, see what I mean? We can only hope that Games Workshop can do more of this in the future. I feel they will do. I hope so anyway. But yeah, on that note, thank you for watching, guys. Take it easy. As always, welcome along.